Hello, football fans. I hope you all had a wonderful, nice Halloween and got some nice treats. Although there's one team got the biggest treat of them all, and it came after Halloween. The Raiders. The sound you hear any sounds right now, that's the Raiders still partying. They did it. They fired McDaniels. Took them long enough. Should have never hired him. So it looks like Mark Davis actually has a few brain cells in his head after all. The news broke earlier today, which means for once I'm kind of glad I waited so I can kind of talk about this. Um, so McDaniel's got the long-awaited pink slip that he rightly deserved for being an idiot. And oh boy, um, like I said, they should have never hired him. They had a good coach in the interim with Bisaccia, and they decided to let us get him as our special teams coach. So the interim coach now is Antonio Pierce, who as a player was part of that New York Giants '07 championship season where they beat the undefeated Patriots to win the Super Bowl. So, which means at the moment, as far as diversity, at the moment, at least until the end of the season, because interim coaches don't really last that long. There are five black head coaches in the league. Because I said in my rant, though these are facts. You're gonna tell me they couldn't get somebody black to do this? Because Josh McDaniels was incompetent as hell, and the Raiders got somebody black in the interim. So yeah, we got it's Houston, Raiders, Miami, Tampa, and now and of course Pittsburgh with Tomlin with five black head coaches in the National Football League. If you count Ron Rivera, that's six of color. But yeah, there's gonna be more. There needs to be. But anyway, um, so that's some good football news coming very recently. There's some bad football news. Kirk Cousins is out for the season for the Vikings. Of course, the Vikings beat us Sunday, and I don't know. Like I said, too many people are picking on Jordan Love. He's just starting. We can't be that damn spoiled as to bury a quarterback after what, less than half a season. But I guess we are. But yeah, Jordan Love will be just fine. Just wait a while. But anyway, but yeah, Cousins is out for the season, and honestly, it sucks for the Vikings. Ooh, I saw a Packers fan in a commercial, but but here's the thing. My first thought when the news broke was, I hope Vikings fans actually take the time to appreciate him. That's my main. This is why I really hate the Vikings. Vikings. Their fans. Well, it's more than a rivalry. Their fans are fucking eating assholes. They are. They blame all their losses on Cousins, even though he does nothing to cause them, little to nothing to cause them, and he has nothing around him, and he has even less around him because they got rid of everybody. And even worse, Justin Jefferson's out. So yeah, they pick on him too much. Vikings fans are complete assholes. They are. And I hope they take the rest of the season to appreciate him. Because without him, the Vikings are going to lose a lot. I mean, a lot. But, hell, it's because of him, but for the most part, because Jefferson's been out for a few weeks, and the fantasy, the fantasy owner in me really misses him because I have him in 2 weeks. But, but yeah, Vikings fans need to take this time to appreciate him. Um, the Lions, of course, that was the last straw for the Raiders. The Lions beat the Raiders, which you knew was going to happen, but McDaniel's didn't help matters by not calling any passing plays. I mean, any. Devontae Adams had one reception for 11 yards in that whole game. Are you kidding me? Oh boy. That's enough. That's enough to make. That's enough to make a person sick. Speaking of sick, that unfortunately is what Patrick Mahomes was. And I remember I was on Twitter that Sunday morning. I saw a flu game trending. I thought, oh boy, people are people are bringing that up. They're gonna brag about MJ, and they did mention MJ, but the news was Patrick Mahomes had it. I go, wait, what? So yeah, Mahomes on the weather, and it was a bit of a. And so I'm gonna be honest. I thought about the Jordan game. I thought, well, he's sick. Watch him play his ass off because he always does. He's Mahomes. He's amazing. He's a future legend. And but this wasn't. This was not his. This was not his week, and it came against a surprising foe, the Denver Broncos. They finally did it. They finally beat Mahomes. They had never beat Mahomes. I'm still surprised by that because yeah, Mahomes is good, but I thought Denver had to beat him at least once before this. No, they had not beaten Mahomes until that Sunday. But yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy. It was another wild week, and the Falcons are finally moving on from Desmond Ritter. Took them long enough. He had too many turnovers, and that was finally the last straw. They're going to start Heineke. They should have been starting. Look. He worked wonders for Washington last year. They didn't make the playoffs, but they were pretty close because of him. And what else? Oh, yeah. Chargers made mincemeat out of the Bears. I'd like to thank the Chargers for keeping us out of last place. The 49ers. Oh, boy. Niners lost their third in a row. It's getting frightening for them. They lost to Cincy at home. And as a result of this loss, and the Seahawks won, Seattle's in first place. It's just wow. Jets and Giants had a nice battle, went to overtime. Jets pulled out. They're 4-3. Without Rodgers, they're 4-3. And the Eagles survived another battle with the Commanders. They're 7-1. Dallas beat down the Rams. I mean, it was just a big beat down. I hope there's some left for us this week. But yeah, it was the Browns that Seattle beat. And Steelers went down against the Jaguars. They didn't need that because they did not need that because the Ravens. Did the Ravens play? Yeah. Yeah, the Ravens played. Everybody played last week. I was looking at the scores from last week. But yeah, the Ravens took care of business, per usual, against Arizona. The Ravens played in the late window, which is rare because they usually play in the early window. But yeah, and it was just a wild and crazy week. But week 9 should be interesting. Can you believe it? We're not. We're gonna be halfway after. We're gonna be halfway into the season after this week. And it starts with the Steelers against the Titans on Thursday Night Football. NFL's going back overseas on Sunday. The Dolphins and the Chiefs are in Germany. This is the first meeting between the teams since they got rid of since the Chiefs got rid of Tyreek and still won the Super Bowl. I said the Packers host the Rams. The Raiders free from McDaniels face the Giants. Cowboys face the Eagles in a big NFC East matchup. Bills Bengals. That's in Cincy. First meeting since it's the first meeting since Damar Hamlin had Damar Hamlin's cardiac arrest, which was also in Cincy, and Chargers and Jets. That's Monday Night Football. Browns, Lions, Jags, and Niners are off, and that's kind of tough for some fantasy owners, because especially this one, because on one team I have Ayuk and CMC, and I have to do some maneuvering. Of course, I would say good thing for week 10, but I have to do some maneuvering elsewhere. But that's another story. So that's my recap of week number 8. It was a great week, and but yeah, it's just amazing. It's just crazy what's happening with Packer fans. I mean, they we need to just give love a chance. We need to. I mean, not. I mean, they just blame him for everything, and nothing's really that much his fault. We still don't have a defense. I think. Well, the offensive line finally learned to cover, finally learned to protect him. We better, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah. So if you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe. If you want more, if you're on TikTok, feel free to hit that follow button. My stories will be featured will be featured. So check them out when you can. I'll be back to get Canadian football fans ready for the playoffs, and this could be a busy period because I could be recapping the World Series after tonight because the Rangers are up 3 games to 1. So yeah, so stay tuned for all of that because because as because as that famous song says, to paraphrase it just a little bit, I'll be here for you.